Good evening everybody here at Contest of Speed. Welcome to some racing action 2 weeks before the seasons begin, and we're in Spain, the Circuit de Catalunya, for some pre-season testing for the Endurance Tier 1 and 2 drivers. It is a brand new tier coming to COS for the next 11 weeks when the season begins, and it's to utilise a full quali / a 100% racing simulation. And alongside me in the commentary box and the owner of that endurance tier with myself is Mr. Hedgehog. Welcome, sir.
Welcome, mate. Welcome to you as well. And thank you for having me. And looking forward to us getting back into it after quite a while. We've had a bit of a break, haven't we? And we've missed our commentary, and I'm looking forward to it. That's for sure.
So the format for tonight is a 45-minute practice session. This is for the drivers to do long runs. That obviously means higher fuel loads with a bit of tyre wear, a bit of tyre degradation. Then there's going to be a one-shot quali, and then there's going to be a 25% race. There is a mix of ED1 and 2 drivers. That's to give us some representative times and to get a small idea for these 18 drivers what tier they should be in, because there's been a mix of drivers me and Hedge have brought in, and there's been a mix of drivers that have come from the COS side as well. Hello to Alp, hello to Carter, good luck in this session. Hello to Stephen Salisbury, me and Hedge are good. And 45-minute practice session. Hedge, I've never done a commentary for a 45-minute practice session before. What do you think it's going to entail?
It's interesting, isn't it? Because like you say, me and you know do qualify and then we're into the race pretty much straight away, regardless of whatever league we're in. That's normally been the case, but I think for me and you it's a really good opportunity. Like I say, we're doing our own thing and it's exciting. We've got some drivers that we know, some drivers that personally I don't know of. It's a nice mixture. This isn't everyone, by the way. We've got like a tier or two coming in as well, so a really good mixture of drivers, and it's a good opportunity for us to I think so everyone's that, and it's an opportunity for the drivers. People may look at this as a practice and think it's a bit dull, a bit boring, but it's not that at all. It's an opportunity to prove yourself early on and say, do you know, I want to be in this tier, I want to be in the top tiers. And we've got Jake Lawler there setting a 1:18.4 on the hards. We know Jake very, very well, of course, and he's won various leagues that I've commentated on and ran before, and he'll be another driver that wants to be at the top. So, for us, like you say, we haven't done a practice.
Yep. So I just invited one of the Americans. He should be able to join a little bit. So after this practice session, we have a one-shot quali. We've been spending a lot of time with Mr. Carter here. We're not going to worry about the times too much yet. The idea is that drivers get warmed up doing some maybe some high fuel runs, and then later on towards the end, using those soft tyres and presenting a lap time, preparing themselves for a one-shot quali, which with track corner cutting contingency on strict, you don't want to mess that up, especially when there is a potential to have 19 drivers for a race that could probably be done in just over 20 minutes.
Looking forward to it. It's weird as well doing a one-shot commentary, because I think you said before we started, we've never done that before. So for us to be doing a one-shot quali on commentary is kind of, it's weird. Very, very weird. It's so fast-paced, and with 18 drivers here, and you've got Jay Wills and Ryan Mills both setting pretty much identical times on their own. 2 drivers that are very competitive. I'm in a league with them, racing alongside them, should I say, in another league, and I can imagine them both now in the party having a bit of banter there, and the lap times on the mediums are pretty much identical. Jay Wills are 1:19 dead, and so is Ryan Mills. So very, very close at the moment. You've got people on hards, on softs, on mediums. It's a real mixture of tyres, of driving abilities. And it's, like I said, it's an opportunity tonight. It's the first real thing we've done in this league in terms of putting a marker down for the season. And it's an opportunity, like we said, for the drivers that have made it tonight. I know there's a session tomorrow in Brazil, isn't there, as well?
There is, and Zambia.
I believe there is. Yes, so there's an opportunity this weekend. The league starts in, I think it's less than 2 weeks' time now. Is it 2 weeks today? It is 2 weeks today we're meant to start. Yeah. So this time in 2 weeks we'll be here. We'll know who's in what tier, should I say, and we're ready to go. So 2 weeks to go, and it's a chance from between now and then, as Ryan Mills spins on the curve and goes on the grass, to set a marker down and prove yourself a little bit.
So just to clarify, none of the teams represent what the drivers will be in. Actually, no, that's not strictly true. We are trying to match the constructors that they are in the European or American tiers, just so that endurance can match with the overall constructors. It is a widely thought out overall constructors championship here at Coles. It brings in the 4 EU tiers, the 2 American tiers, and of course now the 2 endurance tiers. So 9 tiers. Every constructor point will go towards that, so it is very important. So a couple of drivers, i.e. Tichy and Wizard in the McLarens, a couple of them will keep the same, but a lot of people will be different. It is just a practice session. So we have had a couple of times, we've had 7 minutes so far. Jay Wizzy has set a 17.3 on the mediums, Jay Wills has set an 18.3 on the mediums, and Jay Lawler's put an 18.4 in on the hards, and expecting soft tyre runs a little bit later on in the session.
We all know how tired the man in Spain is. It's ridiculous. Tire egg on Spain just goes for fun. It's mad. I do like this track. I know that some people, it's a bit hit and miss. Some people love it, some people hate it in terms of racing. I quite like Spain, not necessarily as a driving aspect, but as a commentator aspect. I think it's great. We've done Spain before together, Limmy, in other leagues, and it's always thrown up a bit of a mixture. I know that a certain Jake Lawler, I probably don't want me to mention it, but Jake Lawler has a couple of nightmares here in Spain previously, hasn't he?
Yeah, he does a little bit.
In races, but yeah, I do enjoy Spain. I think it's a track that can... It's not necessarily always on the calendar, Spain, either. If you look at Spain in different calendars on people's leagues, it's one that's not necessarily always involved. It isn't involved in ours, Limmy, in Season 1 either.
Nope.
It's very difficult for us to only pick 11 circuits. We did consider every circuit. Genuinely, we discussed every circuit, and we had to discuss, and figure out what's the best circuit. 100% racing is going to be tough. It's going to be interesting for the drivers, but also a bit of an experiment for me and Limit to see, does it work or not? You don't see many leagues, if any leagues at all, doing 100% racing. So it's an experiment for me and Limit, and we'll learn from it, and we'll figure out in a few weeks' time whether it's working or whether it's not working. And unfortunately, Spain didn't make the 11 race circuit for Season 1. Or should I say Season 7, technically. But Belgium is the season opener in 2 weeks, Limmy, on the 19th.
Yeah, the first lap up Eau Rouge of 44, that'll be interesting.
Imagine that full qualifying on Friday night as well. Oh, that'll
yeah,
be tasty.
Definitely. And of course we have the custom weather to bring in, and we'll be providing a weather report a couple of hours before the race. Obviously we're not going to keep it too unrealistic. We won't be giving you 44 laps of heavy rain, that's for sure. But what we will be doing is bringing you surprises throughout the season. Wizard in the McLaren, on board with him going into turn 10. Wondering, Kez, if you have your circuit guide on you this evening for the Spanish circuit.
Of course I do.
Or circuit, as Carlos Sainz calls it.
Of course I do. Do I ever let us down with a circuit guide?
No.
Do you ever let us down? No, I don't. Yeah, the Spanish Grand Prix is a 16-turn circuit, as you can see on board with Wizard there. They have changed that sector 3 a little bit over the years. I know that it used to be a little bit different between turn 13 and turn 16. They have changed it a bit. Some people like it, some people don't, a bit like Marmite, but it's a 16-turn circuit. You've got your two DRS detection zones, one at just after turn 8 and one, of course, towards the end, just after that turn 14 and 15 chicane. And it's, like I said, it's a circuit that normally has quite nice weather. Limmy may be able to bring up an option when, a previous experience when there's been a rain, but I've never had rain in Barcelona on a Grand Prix.
Nope.
I don't know if you have or not, Limmy, but yeah, you normally expect sunshine in Spain, don't you, wherever you go. And touch wood. I'm assuming there's going to be, like Limmy said, there's going to be a few different weather mixes this season. Nothing too stupid. You don't be getting rain in Abu Dhabi, for example. Imagine a heavy rain in Abu Dhabi. That'd be very interesting.
Don't put it past us. No, we won't.
No, no one would practice for that, would they? It'd be interesting, but no, we're going to make it a bit different. Obviously, nothing stupid like that. For example, only what you'd see in real life and
the climate, and obviously look at previous Formula 1 races. I.e., I can't remember if we're doing Hungary or not. I think we are. For example, Hungary, apart from a qualifying session with Lewis Hamilton, it never rains for Formula 1. It's a very dry climate down in Hungary, so things like that we take into account. Just on board with Jay Lawler very quickly, heading down to turn 10. They've now changed turn 10 in real life. It now follows the outer layout, which is the MotoGP track. So they've got rid of the low speed exit corner there at turn 10, and now you can go a little bit faster, so may aid with overtaking on the outside. So that's changed for the 2021 calendar. I'm sure they can change that on track for the Formula 1 2021 game as well. Here is Jay Lawler. He's the lap has looked pretty aggressive here. It was an 18.4. It's a 17.0. That's a tenth quicker than Jay Wizzy. Some medium times starting to set in. I'm not quite sure what the allocation is. I don't know how many tyres people have. I have heard rumours that you get 4 sets of tyres. If someone could let me know, that'd be great. Doesn't really matter to us in the league, but just for reference this session. And Kez, just looking at the end of terminal, it's not an airport, sector 3 there, looking like some queues are forming. All the racing points are working together.
Yeah, we got Kit and Petto. I've never seen him before. I don't know what he's like, and I know Greg's game centre. We know Greg quite well, bless him, and he's another one that's he's quite new to online racing, and he's looking to make a name for himself as he leaves. And the commentator's curve does it again.
I'll invite. Oh, you can
the amount
invite.
of times that happens. The amount of times that happens to us is ridiculous. By the way, commentator's curse. But he was out lap. He's gone back into the pits because he's left. Couple on the softs, and Mikulan's Carter's on the softs. He's the only driver at the moment on the soft compound. I know Kulan's Carter quite well. I think you know him a little bit more than me from other leagues. But I know he's quite a good driver, and he can definitely rack up points in the league, 100%.
Samad has set a 1 minute 16.7 on hard, so Samad put him at pace down early on. We know how quick Samad is. My teammate in PSF1, we won the constructors together, him being 8 tenths quicker a lap. So, well played Samad, thank you so much for the carry. But we'll take the win for the Ferrari boys, and here he is on hard, setting 16.7. Not bad. Carter's gone 17.1 on the softs. We don't know, just like in real life, what fuel loads people are running. Also, what setups people are running. You can change your setup continuously throughout a practice session. This does not include Parc Fermé. That comes when the one-shot quality comes, and Whitey has retired out of turn number 4 in the Haas. So Whitey, that's his practice session over, and he's going to have to wait 31 minutes for the one-shot quali.
That's a long time. Go and get yourself a brew or a drink.
I think you need more than that.
I'm used to seeing Whitey in the Williams from my league. It seems strange seeing a few different drivers in different cars. Obviously, he's on me in McLaren. He's in the Mercedes tonight. He's Mr. Obsy, Mr. Inconsistent. Obviously, I love you. I'm sorry if you heard that. This is your year, Obsy. This is your year. No inconsistency anymore from you. But no, this is what I like about practice sessions. I know what people can sit here and say it's a bit boring, but it's genuinely not. As Muzza retires as well, that seems to be in sector 1, right? It's that dreaded. Yeah, I know where it is straight away.
Where is it?
It's right at the start, turn 2. Yeah, the amount of people I've seen go off there, it's ridiculous.
But it's easily done, isn't it, on not fresh softs? And I don't know how much fuel he was running, of course. And Muzza messaging me before the race. Well, the event tonight, he was like looking forward to it. He's got to wait half an hour for that one-shot quali after that incident, and you've got to have a setup for that curb, because obviously if you have there are setups that you can put on that really help curb driving. That's what the esports drivers have. They use, so they can actually get away with driving on the curbs. If you get it wrong though here, you end up like Muzza. And my guess for Whitey is that someone else has gone! Oh, big crash on stream. Tom Robbo, where Whitey gone off, the exact same place. And I'm very surprised Tom Robbo has not retired there. He's got cars coming through as well. That was caught on stream. I've seen Tom Robbo in the comments as well. And that is a moment to start off the endurance tier.
A lot of,
and we're not even there yet.
A lot of damage to the Alpha Tauri. The right hand side of that front end plate's gone. Completely gone. He's on the gravel. He's having an absolute mad. He's got Greg's game centre behind him. He's back in. Greg, first time lucky. Hopefully he can stay in the session now. I've just invited him back. But 2 retirements, nearly a 3rd retirement. And this is only practice in Spain. This is what this track does to you, and it's such a. I said it earlier. It's such a tire demanding circuit. And Tom, as you can see on stream now, he's in a bit of a mess. He's now on the gravels. Another car that's not really another Alpha Tauri, Jay Wizzy. I don't know what Jay Wizzy's doing there. Is he waiting for his teammate? I don't know. I don't know what he's doing, to be honest with you. He's parked up on track. Is he waiting for somebody? Possibly. He's moving in again now. But 2 retirements already, Whitey and Muzzer. And Mr. Son Robbo nearly joined him then. So there's still 28 minutes of practice to go.
He should have joined. Just got a comment from Elliot. How in the world didn't he lose a wheel? How in the world didn't he lose 2? Yeah, he went into a wall very quickly. That's exactly what Whitey did. I'm very surprised that wasn't a retirement as well. But Tom Robbo is still alive and able to go into the pits and change that wing. Here's Brewer in the Mercedes this evening.
Oh.
Tichy has retired before turn number 9.
Yeah, that's
anyone near him, Kez? Is that a Red Bull there?
It's a Red Bull, it's a Jacko, yeah. Jacko's coming around the corner now, and he'll hopefully should be able to pick up what happened on the gravel. Yeah, he's always gone bad on the grass into the wall, and it's a third driver that's retired with 27 minutes of practice to go. Who said practicing entertaining?
Yeah.
That's 3 drivers that have gone, nearly 4. So you've got Whitey, Muzzer and Titch, they're going to be sat there now having quite a long cup of coffee or quite a long cigarette for the next 27 minutes while they wait for everyone else to be done.
Doesn't smoke, by the way, just to confirm.
I don't smoke, no, but they might do, I don't know, as Jacko invalidates right at the end of his fast lap. He'll be quite upset, Jacko, onto the on sector 3. That strange sector 3, I don't think it's quite strange, me, that sector 3 at the end. I know they changed it a bit. It's quite odd. Samad with a 1:16.7 limit on the hards, comfortable at the moment, 3 tenths quicker than Jake Lawler, who's on the mediums. Jay Wizzy completes the top 3. Kulan's Carter, the only driver at the moment that's set a lap on the softs. He's actually in front of Jacko as we speak, going round turn 3.
So we have experimented and guesstimated with an educational guess at the moment the tiers which the drivers should be in. Of course, changes will be made before the season, and here is an opportunity to see, basically for us, what the crack is, if you want to say it like that. So here's Cos Hilly. I was messaged before this practice session and this quality and race that we're doing that he should maybe have a spot in tier 1. He's just spun at turn number is that 11 or 12? That's 12, yeah, looking at the map. Yeah. So we'll see what times Hilly can set. He's got cars coming past, so he's going to have to let them go. That's another problem at tight tracks, especially with tight final sectors. People are on fast laps, and people have got to get out of the way and treat it as if it was a quali session. There's a lot of problems in real life Formula 1 as well. I'm not blaming Scholl just because I'm watching a Racing Point, but he does get into a few conflicts. I'd like to go on board with the American of Kitten Petter. Kat, do you want to take us on a lap of Spain with the American?
Yes, mate. I was just keeping an eye on Brewer as well, just very quickly. Brewer 1:18.5. He's on to sector 3 now. He's actually slower, so we'll move on from Brewer for now. Yeah, on board with Kitten Petter, someone I don't really know much about. Limmy knows more of him than me, but he's in the Racing Point. He's got Lance Stroll's car. A pretty tricky turn 2, locks up the front left a little bit, but shouldn't lose too much time there. It's a pretty decent exit, to be fair to him. And we'll keep an eye on him now as he goes round into sector 2 and towards the latter end of his lap. He's got a 1:19.6 so far, and he's a 10th up at the moment. He's also got a purple sector 2 there, so not a bad effort at all from the American. Let's see if he can improve on a 1:19.6 at the moment. Early indications would suggest that he will. However, I've seen a few people invalidate in this sector already, and also a few incidents in this sector already, but he gets, to be fair, he touches the curve, so gets away quite nicely. A 1:19.6 is his best time at the moment. William is looking like he will just go down to a 1:19.4 and 12th above Alfie.
Alfie is 6 steps up after sector 1. He's routing down to turn 7. Tom Robbo, I am lucky. I missed the pits. I had to go around again without a wing.
Validated.
Oh, good spot. Yeah, I was just reading the chat. That is a big red map on my bottom right hand side. So Wizard completed 12 laps on the hard. That's a 19.7. Mainello has set 9 laps on the mediums, so a couple of long runs there. Jake has set 5 laps on the mediums and still going, 17 dead, 0.36. Jay Wizard behind him with a 0.49, 17.1 by Carter. On the softs, that might have been a higher fuel load, and Samad still on a hard tyre. And we've just about had half of the practice session. We're getting just very close to about halfway stage. So cars will be coming out soon with those lower fuel loads, hopefully, and the softer tyres, getting themselves prepared for a one-shot quali, which can make all the difference. One wrong move, and you are at the back. Not where you want to be on Spain, Kez. At the back.
No, not at all, mate. Jay was he third at the moment. He was 2/10 validated, went very, very, very wide, and he will not be improving on the 117 dead that's keeping him in P3 at the moment. Not much at all, as you can see, separating P2 and P3. Jake and Jay was Samad still comfortable on at 116.7. He's flying, isn't he? Is the running driver.
He set that quite early on. I think it was about 37 minutes left of the session. So Samad basically just warming up for his mediums. Oh, someone's flown off. That's Hobbsy there on the stream into turn 9. I don't know how he didn't get any damage. We have got damage on full, just to confirm. He slapped his right tyre or right end plate on the wall, and it's still there at more than 100 miles an hour. So Hobbsy lucky. There's a Haas going off in the background, maybe to get out of the way.
Well, there's your problem straight away. Jake Lawler there. On his I would assume it's a fast lap, maybe not actually, it's invalidated already, but he was coming around turn 3, the bend, the sharp right hand bend,
yeah,
and there was not one but 2 cars warming the tyres up right in front of him, so could have ended in the tears. No one's fault, of course, it's just literally because it's a practice session, it's what happens, but that's what you were saying, because especially on a circuit like this as well, everyone's so close together, and it makes it really hard sometimes to set a fast lap, because you can be absolutely flying, and it can end in frustration because there could be 2 or 3 cars that are unintentionally in your way. You've seen Jake Law there, prime example, there was 2 cars warming their tyres up, getting ready for a fast lap. He's on a lap, might not have been actually maybe validated prior to that, but regardless he had to bit of adjustment, move up to the left and get out of the way. But you've got a couple of drivers here that are on out laps again. Jacko on the medium, Jay Bulls has come out on the soft, looking to improve on his time. He's 8th at the moment, a 1:18.3, sorry, not too far behind Hobbsy. Whitey retired pretty earlier on. We've got 3 cars that went out, Whitey, Muzzer and Tichy, and Wizard's done 12 laps on them hards, which is pretty ridiculous. He's currently down in P15, but he's sat in the pit, so you can keep an eye on. Let's have a look at Jacko. Is Jacko... Well, someone's come off, Limmy. Is that turn 2 again? It is turn 2, who's that?
Red Bull. Is it Jake?
It is Jake. Oh, he's spinning everywhere, Jake. And he's lost his left end plate. I missed that. To let Jay Wizzy go past. Yeah, he's got left end plate damage.
More screen time, says Carter. You're in the pits. I'm trying to give everyone some screen time. I'll work my way through, don't worry. It was a nice save, yes it was. Hello Elliot, hello Chad, hello Roland.
Hobbs improved me as well, 3 temps up Hobbs, he's up to P6.
Hobbsy, yeah.
2 lap old hards,
yeah.
And he moved himself for now anyway into the top 6 on the hard compound.
I think this has been a pretty good lap from Hilly. I've been on board with it the whole time. I don't think he's going to improve. Guessing my 18.6 was a good time. Let's see. 18.7.
Yeah, he's down.
But first sector looked pretty clean on those 4 lap used mediums. Jacko is...
Jacko 10th up, Limmy.
Yeah.
I think you were saying that yourself then, weren't you? He comes around the final car and he's got a 119 dead at the moment. He's going to be he's 4 tenths slower than Hilly at the moment. He'll probably stay where he is. No, he won't. He'll improve by a second and go up to P8 at 118 dead now. Look where that last set. He said he was a 10th up, so that sector 3 must have been superb. As he invalidated straight away on turn 1. But he looks wait.
Jay Wills, sorry, not Mills. Jay Wills has invalidated at turn 9. Here he's a 10.5 up. Mills didn't quite see his time check-in. Kitten Petter is now on brand new, 2 lap use softs. Let's see how this first sector goes. And dragging it as wide as he can, keeping within that white line, incredibly close, but it is. We'll just check his first sector time. 6 temps up for the American. I know I call him the American. A, he is American, and B, he is an American commentator.
Enough that on the softs, a close friend of ours, Ryan Mills, he's 7 tenths up on them softs at the moment, should probably put him up to maybe P9, maybe above Jay Wills. If he can improve sector 3, he could even break into the top 8 here, Mills. He's second
He's
slower
been showing good
than
pace,
White, who's
hasn't
retired.
he, over the past 4
He showed
weeks.
very good pace, and he's improving very well. He's doing a lot of racing at the moment in different leagues. He's improving a lot, Ryan Mills, to be fair to him. And he's currently 12th for 119 dead.
Nice.
Now, he's all the way up to 6th with a 117.6. That's superb from Ryan Mills. And again, showing the improvement of a good driver. Bit of a clown sometimes, but no, he's a good driver and he's improving very, very well. That's a superb lap from Millsy there. With 19 drivers, and he's setting good pace. Faster on the softs than the likes of Jay Wills. Is Kitten Petter set a lap? Yeah, he's to be fair, Kitten Petter's 1.6 up on his time. He goes third with a 1:16.9. That is a superb lap from the American. We said Ryan Mills was doing well. How about that from Kitten Petter? He's what, 7 tenths quicker than Ryan Mills, and the American shoots into the top 3 with 17-18 minutes left of practice.
Jay Wizzy tops the practice charts. He set a 1 minute 16.412, half a tenth ahead of Samad on fresh mediums. Here's Carter routing down to turn 7. He's dropped to 5th place, 1:17.104. I'm very surprised that's not an invalidation from the Alpha Male. It's probably going to slow him down, so we'll go back to him in a short while. Battery is up to the drivers. They can obviously use number 1.
Just very quickly, Mr. Ensup Hill, he's 5 tenths up on the mediums. Can he go? He's 30th for the moment, shoots up to 11th with a 1:18 dead. Sorry to interrupt when he wanted to cover that while he was on.
So they can use number 1 overtake, which is of course what the game delegates you for a lap, so you can save, or you can have number 2, which is of course the overtake. Sorry, it's not even the overtake actually, it's technically the quali overtake, and then if you want you can press your analog or whatever it is for you. I use R3 for the overtake button to give you even more power if you don't run out of your deployment. And of course you can have all of the fuel. No, you can't actually. I think you can have 1, 2, 3. I don't think you allow max fuel in practice. I might be wrong, but I believe it's 1, 2, 3. Lean, standard, and rich. I think you can only use max in quali. Wizard 1.2 seconds up. He's back in the lobby after doing 12 laps previously. It's an 18.5 for McLaren, 6.13.
Jay Wills up to 7th with a 1:17.5. He outscores his teammate by over a tenth on them soft. Jay Wills 1:17.5, Ryan Mills 1:17.6. So the bit of a battle between the Renaults there goes towards Jay Wills at the moment. It was a pretty good lap. He was a bit shy in sector 2, went a little bit wide on, I think that was that turn 13? Let me get that right before I say it. I think it was turn 13, went a little bit wide. It's turn 12, apologies, not turn 13, turn 12, went a little bit wide. And I'd probably say it shaved off a couple of attempts of his time, probably could have got a bit better, but pretty decent lap from Jay Wills there. He's into the top 7 with a 1:17.5 on the softs.
Mainello in the Alfa Romeo, routing past turn 9, trying to give every driver some screen time this evening, especially in the practice session, and he's in the Endurance 2 tier with the Endurance 2 drivers, and it'll be interesting to see how Mainello can go this season. 11 weeks, it's a very short season. You don't want to mess up in that first race, because then you only have 10 to catch up on, and it's an incredibly long season. Full quali is Friday, full races Saturday, and safety cars and extra weather on certain tracks. That is only going to increase the time spent. We've got to look after the Europeans. Hobbsy is on an outlap, Samad is on outlap. Now I want to go on this outlap with Samad because those mediums are fresh, the fuel doesn't look too high. And let's see what the Williams can do. He'll be probably going for a 15 here over a course of a lap of the Circuit de Catalunya. Here we go then. He's burning the overtake a little bit down the straight. 202 miles an hour in the Williams. Half a curve, left hand side, cuts in. Turn 1, turn 2, there you go. That setup allows him to drive over that curb with 0 issues. And that's what I was talking about before with the setups. Into turn number 4, it's a 180, it's quite wide though, take as much time as you can. Jay Wizzy getting out of the way of the Williams driver. Left hand turn, turn 5, not exactly 180, but it's about a 150 degree, use the curve on the right, but not all of it. Tough turns, 7 and 8, easy to invalidate, taken well, a little bit of understeer going out of that corner there. Flat out through 9, comfortably from Samad, down to the sharp braking zone of 10. Clipped the apex pretty well there. There's a driver on the MotoGP. That's Carter getting out of the way. Clip the curb on the left into 12. Long right-hander here. Curb on the left-hand side. Half a curb if you want it. Clip the 13. 14, 15. That's the left-right. And then we're on the final corner. And what is this lap going to represent? Pretty good lap overall. It is a 16 dead. So not into a 15 yet. But not a bad lap on those mediums.
No, it's a pretty solid lap on the mediums. A 16 dead puts them 4/10 quicker, Jay Wizzy. If you want to learn how to get better at F1, do a lot like that. That was pretty incredible overall. Again, not the quickest, but certainly not the slowest. Quick update on the lap times for you. Manello did improve a little bit. He went 3/10 up on the last lap. Didn't actually improve it at all. He improved his time, but in terms of positioning, he remained in P16. Jelly, or J-Law, whatever you want to call him, was 2/10 up, but he did invalidate his back out on some more fresh softs now, as is Kitten Petter, as is Tom Robbo as well, so a few here to keep an eye on. Hilly as well, also on the fresh soft, so it could be a few changes in the last 12 minutes of practicing on. A quick touch on full qualifying limit, because obviously we're doing full qualifying this season for the first time. I raced full qualifying the other day for the first time, and I loved it. The experience of battling out to get into that top 15, into the top 10, I thought it was superb. So as a commentator's aspect, I think we're going to love it.
Yeah, I agree. I've done a couple, and I do definitely prefer it. Even if it was a 50% race, I would definitely consider a full quali. Maybe next. Formula 1, Tom Robbo is one of the ED1 drivers. Showing good pace on the time trials that he set, and showing not too bad pace this evening in Catalonia outside of the final chicane. Looked like his right wheel just went over that line as well, but he's going to cross the line. Was P7, goes pole on the softs. It's a 1:15.8. I'm guessing that was a low fuel run from Tom Robbo, setting a good time there. Not too bad.
The Red Bull of Jake Lawler 2/10 up in sector 1. He's got a 1:17 dead so far. He was up last time, as I mentioned, 2/10 as well in sector 1, but invalidated as he touched the grass, looking to break into that top 3 potentially. Very, very good through turn 9 there. As Limmy said, he's improved by 6/10 now, going into sector 3 at the moment. Looks like he could potentially break into that top 3 and maybe, just maybe, go pole, depending on how good his sector 3 is. Can he beat tomorrow? He's got a 1:15.8 on them fresh off. I keep saying Jake Lawler goes through the last couple of corners. Can he improve? Can he touch the 1:15.8 that Tom Robbo has set? Goes for the final corner. What's it going to be for Mr. Lawler? It's a 1:16 dead, and he goes into P2.
That's 0.005 of a second quicker than Samad. Chad says, am I the only American in here? Anyone want a Busch Light? I've got 30 in the fridge. Oh, fair enough. I don't know how many it takes to get drunk.
Oh, Samad goes above Jake on the mediums, Limmy. 3 lap all mediums and a 1:16 dead for the Williams driver. Pretty good lap on the whole mediums, to be fair to him.
Yeah.
And he moves up into second, knocking Jake Lawler into third. Jay Wizzy, who's fourth at the moment, coming out of the pit to set a lap now. Kitten Petter is 3 seconds up. He's not going to improve at all. Cullen Carter on a lap as well now. Hobbsy, J Wills and Mills in the garage, of course. Jacko invalidates. And other than that, that's pretty much
Jacko! He's not out. Probably should be.
No wing! Absolutely no wing at all.
That was a heavy loss of traction. I think he dipped his left tyre in the gravel.
No wing.
What I am proud to say is I haven't seen any issues. All the drivers seem to be behaving.
Yeah, very respectful.
Yeah, sportsmanship, respectfulness, whatever you want to call it. Oh yeah, but everyone seems to be behaving, which is really nice to see. Tom
We're
Robbo.
talking about Americans. I'm pretty sure Cullen Carter's Canadian. I may have got that wrong, but I'm pretty sure I've already mentioned it before. And he's also up on his time. He's 6/10 up in sector 1 on the softs. He's got a 1:17 on. He's 1.1 seconds up now. Cullen Carter. He's looking at the moment that he could go pole. As long as his sector 3 is decent. He's lagging a little bit. We had that problem last time. I think he's Canadian. A little bit of lag. Tom Robbo was retired. He's obviously happy with his time. Thinks he could potentially stay pole, but Cullen Carter could have something to say about that. A 1:71 at the moment for the man in the Alpha. What's it going to be for him? Is it going to be pole for Cullen Carter? It is. It's a 1:15.5. It's a superb lap, and he goes 3/10 clear of Tom Robbo, and he's on pole at the moment with 8 minutes to go in practice.
It's a very good lap. I know Samad will probably come in the pits and whack on us off soon to give us a representative. This means nothing though. It means something for us as owners for data, but in terms of tonight, in terms of the quality and stuff, obviously it means nothing for the race, but it is a great time, 15.5. Jay Wizzy in the AlphaTauri, first sector time, 2 temps up, not too bad, on track if he can continually keep that throughout the rest of the minute and a bit, maybe into the top 3. And at the moment, what is good to see is I know that Wizard and I know Titchy's out, but a couple of people have told me explicitly that they'll be concentrating on long runs here, and mainly the ED1 drivers are above the ED2, which is what we wanted. This is good, and it's nice to see both tiers again behaving well. As Kez said, we don't know what's going to happen in about 15 minutes time. We know what racing's like, but yeah, so far for the past 38 minutes, good behaviour. Here is Jay Wizzy. Was 2 tenths off first sector, didn't clock the second. Let's see if we can improve. 15.6, and it's only just less than half a tenth of Carter. Jay Wizzy setting good times on the softs.
Hobbsy up, but not enough at the moment to take him higher than the P7 he's currently on the softs. Only less than a tenth up in sector 1 is from Hobbsy, which is not enough at all. He's always a bit wobbly there, Hobbsy, but he manages to remain with some traction. He's 2 temps up to be fair now, which should put him above Kittenpetter, as long as he can finish the lap with a bit of confidence going into that sector 3.
It's all that final sector, isn't it?
I was literally going to say that, mate. You took the words out of my mouth. Sector 3 seems to make or break it. And to be fair, a lot of the drivers have gained pretty mad time in Sector 3. You've seen about 2 or 3 temps up and then they go second. That was a superb Sector 3. Or at least it looked superb from Hobbsy. And I can see him jumping a few here. He's 7th over 117.1. He goes up to 6th. He must have dropped it a little bit. A 116.5. 5 tenths slower than Jake Lawler. I've seen some Hobbsy and Jake Lawler battle previously. And might be seeing one again here tonight.
I think Kitten's going for a fast lap here, Kez. I saw him use the number 3 overtake out of that final corner, because you can use as much as that as long as you cancel it out before you cross the line.
Well, someone from off, I think, sector 1. Was it Jay Wizzy?
Last sector it was.
It was Jay Wizzy.
I think.
Yeah, sector 3, sorry, you're right, Jay Wizzy.
Let's see what Kitten can do. Can the American put himself higher? It's half a tenth. He'll need half a second to match Hobbsy. Will remain on board with a racing point. Jacko seems to be on a lap. He's 8 tenths up. That may put him top 8. Let's have a look. Final sector, 90 degree. A little bit, yeah, a little bit shaky, but not much you can always do there. And Jacko, is it going to be a top 8? It is.
It is 8th.
8th, yes.
Bang on. 117.2 from Jacko puts him top 8. Jay Wills on a lap. He's also 4 temps at leading sector 3. Good opportunity for Wills to break back into the top 8 himself and get above his little rival Jacko. It is Jay Wills, yeah, going round the final corner, and he crosses the line and goes up to 8th himself and leapfrogs Jacko for 117 dead. A bit of banter going on in that party, I think.
They're always in a party.
I think he's done.
Mainello,
at least for now.
Mainello has gone 1.3 seconds up, so that puts him 19.7. P16, 5 minutes and 10 seconds of practice remaining. Soft tyre runs are going out, which is what we like to see. Samad outlap, Jay Lawler outlap, he's coming for the final sector. Jay Wills obviously put that time in, so did Jacko, so that's one more maybe cool down lap for them. Hilly is on an outlap to turn 9. Alfie, haven't seen much of him this session, but we'll go on board with him for 10 to 50. We'll see what his first sector time is. Let's see how Alfie's first sector is. Using that number 3 overtake. Probably should turn it off about now, because you can't go much quicker than 203 miles an hour. Braking zone into turn 1, 60 metres. It is quite crazy compared to last year how late these cars can brake. Round there, flat, not bad from Alfie that. First sector time is 5.5, 6 temps up. Needs more than that. We'll go back to it soon.
Yeah, I'll keep an eye on Alfie, but I said late 6 temps is going to keep him 15th, ain't going to change.
Oh, Jake's a second up here. Jake's a second up. First sector, that's pretty good. We don't know, obviously, I know I keep saying it, I know Crofty says it a lot, obviously we have no idea what fuel runs, what setups people are running.
His car's on the gravel limit.
Aggressive.
Could be his practice over.
It could be, but Jake might be able to get some slipstream here, going flat through turn 9, fully committed. Nice. I love it when the cars go flat through turn 9. Carter's going to get out of his way, and can Jake clip the apex? Not too bad. He's added his dag this weekend, so he might actually get some good Wi-Fi, and it might not boom
He's
out.
not got enough for me, I don't think, though. He's hardly up on his time. I don't know, it's been mine, but it can't be according to mine. He was less than a tenth up on his time, unless that's me being wrong.
I don't know. I mean, he's had a second, first sector as he takes a pit stop. Cheers, Jake. Kids and pets.
I didn't know it was at his dad's, so it might be a bit of luck for him. I don't know.
Maybe
that's his peak practice done. Most people looking to be done now. Carter, Tom Robo, Ryan Mills done. Whitey, Muzzer, and Tichy obviously retiring early on in the session. Jay Wizzy in the pits. He's probably going to be done. Might come out for a late lap. Is Samad on a lap? He's on a lap at the moment. As he improves, how lucky he goes in towards that sector 3. He's stuck behind Obsy. He is 3 tenths up at the moment, Samad, which will put him maybe above G Wizzy if he can do a good final sector 3. Who knows? We know
from PSF1 that Carter and Samad have a little bit of a tasty rivalry. In terms of their pace. And here, well, not only a demonstration here, Maynell gets out of the way pretty well. Here he is then, 2 minutes 40 to go. Can Samad take the P1 spot at the end of practice? By 43 milliseconds. Quick maths there, Kaz. 43 milliseconds.
Hey, that was quick for him. I'm glad you didn't ask me to do maths.
Okay.
He's that in a wall. Was someone in a wall? It was Alfie. He's been disqualified. So that's him done up. And it's a B19 for Alfie. I'll put him right at the bottom due to that.
Well, I don't think it counts for quali from a practice. So Alfie will get a shot.
Yeah, that's a very good point. I feel like we're in quality. I'm getting excited.
Where's it? Oh, Hilly, just a little bit wide at turn 9. I think he was up as well. So here's Wizard going for his soft run. He's don't know if you know. Well, you do know Wizard. He's the head of rules. He's very, very strict and precise. He knows every single rule off by heart. Give him a number, he'll know it. And he's very into 100% stuff. He does his campaigns, 100% practices and stuff. Like I do, so I love the man. And his brother, Tichy, retired earlier on in the session. That's his brother. If anyone didn't know, now you know.
Hobbsy 4 tenths up, could potentially go above J Lawler.
Yeah, carry on.
He's 5 tenths below J Lawler at the moment in the battle for P5. Like I said, Hobbsy and J Lawler raced together before.
They have a rivalry, don't they?
Yeah, a bit of a rivalry, to be fair, in the league that I ran. 2 seasons where Hobbsy and J Lawler battled it out, and it was fantastic. But can J Lawler be done over by the Mercedes as Hobbsy? There's 5 tenths separate at the moment. Can Hobbsy do enough in that sector 3? Crosses the line and stays behind Jake. It must have been a pretty disappointing last sector for Hobbsy. 2 tenths up in the end. It's good, but not good enough.
Here comes Wizard in the McLaren, oversteps that corner and invalidates. 3 corners to go, and that might have put him P7. Jay Wizzy on an outlap, 52 seconds on the clock. Who else is on an outlap? Jacko. Obviously, people who cross the practice time, of course, can finish that lap. Nothing changes in that respective. Jacko's...
Limmy, Hobbsy is 2 tenths up again on another lap, so he could potentially still get Jakey. He's not giving up on it. He's a little bit wide there, and that could cause invalidation.
Jay Wills has
be done.
25 seconds, Jay Wills has got. He needs to get a move on. He's run out of fuel. He's run out of fuel, I think.
Oh, typical Jay Wills. Typical
he's run out of battery,
Jay
he's got no fuel.
Over.
So Samad
How about Jay Wizzy? He's 8 tenths up, Limmy. Jay Wizzy.
8 tenths up?
On a fast lap. He is 8 tenths up.
He hasn't even passed the first sector yet. There you go. 12 milliseconds.
Oh, it's changed now. What happened then? Why did he say 8 tenths up then?
His lap previous was 8 tenths up. Had twice at 15.
I got me excited then. I think he was going to get pole.
The checkered flag is out. Practice is over. Oh no, Maynell just crossed the line. Maybe now it's over, probably. So Brewer's finished, Greg's finished, 14th and 16th for them. The American Kitten Petter has finished P7. Jay Wizzy, who's going to cross the line? I think it's a McLaren. Might be Wizard who's going to enter the pits. Next one to cross the line is going to be Jay Wizzy, and there's only 4 more cars that are going to cross the line here in this practice session. Samad and Carter leave the way. Are they going to be replaced by Jay Wizzy? Kez, if you could get a picture at the end of this for me, that would be fantastic. Here is the AlphaTauri to end off a 45-minute practice session. Can he go top of the leaderboards? Oh, he can! By 2/3 hundredths of a second. Jay Wizzy tops the practice charts. And Jay Wills has tried to put a lap in, but he can't. Maynell in the Alpha Male has retired. Jacko is going to be the last man on the practice session to submit a lap, but his time is already passed. Very interesting practice session.
That was a great. That was fantastic. We had a lot of drama.
Didn't think it was 45 minutes.
A few retirements. No, I tell you what. I didn't expect much from practice session, but I tell you what, these drivers give it their all on this one. Oh, as Jacko goes into the pits and takes his wheel off. There you have it. I'll get a picture. There is your Spanish Grand Prix practice session. Jay Wizzy and the AlphaTauri 1:15.4. Very tight, as you can see. 1:15.4 set for pole. P2 got 1:15.5. P3 1:15.5 as well. So very, very tight there. There's some great laps. I mean, I'll grab a picture of that. Going into a very interesting one-shot qualifying, I think we can say.
Yeah, so upcoming now is a one-shot quali. I've never commentated one before. I think the idea is to try and go on board with the quickest person, maybe from practice, and then work our way down, because the times just go coming like ba 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 ba. And we won't quite know what the crack is until the times come in. So we've got a 15.4 separating down to 16, separating down to 17, and then a couple of 18s plus. That's just like a practice session in real life. I mean, not all the top dogs always finish at the top. People have different practice programs, different aims. Practice doesn't technically mean anything, but tonight, those times will really help us in the tiers and checking driver pace, etc. Short break. This is where Parc Fermé comes in. So this is where the drivers pick their final decision setup for the one-shot quality and 25% race. We did two 25% races, me and Kaz, Britain and America, a couple weeks ago.
That was good fun.
And it was incredible. And you still have to make a pit stop.
That was a good team event, wasn't it? Very interesting. I'd never done a team event before, and that was superb. We had a good laugh, didn't we? That night it was a good experience for us. We've not done it. Well, I don't know if you've done it before. I've not done it before, and it was interesting how things worked out. But we really enjoyed it. I think that was the last time we commentated together, wasn't it? I think we've done it since.
Yeah,
it's been a while.
I was saying after continuous weeks, I wanted a break, but now I'm like, I don't want a break. So on the standings on the left-hand side, it should update us as we go. Apparently, Maynello is first.
Any invalidated yet? So I'll keep an eye on the other, and then red invalidations that pop up.
So I'm going to go on board with.
Oh, there's one.
Oh,
Tom pulling him off.
Oh no! Tom was touching the top.
Yeah, but that turn too.
I have to use broadcaster because that's not going to work. Right, we'll go on with Samad. There you go. Right, so you can't use the R2, L2. Oh, Mills was retired at the turn. Whitey and Tom Robbo went in practice. So they're starting at the back. At the moment, Carter's leading the way. Jay Wizzy, Samad, the top three. Jake's in P4. Someone's just made a mistake. Carter's dropped to 15th place. Hilly has retired.
Hilly's gone as well.
Jacko is now 15. Carter's give up because he dropped. Medium tied for Samad, who's second place. Jay Lawler's now third place on the soft. Jay Wills is in fourth place because someone's just made a mistake. Mainello has dropped to 8th place. I don't know if he's accurate, but we're about to find out. Round the final corner, we think Samad on the mediums is going to take pole. Jay Wills is second place in Catalonia ahead of Jake head of Alfie, who gets P4. Jay Wizzy Whitey gets 6th place. Wizard 7th.
Greg's Game Centre in the top 10. What a man!
Greg Game Centre P10. Tichy Muzzer 12th and 13th. Jacko Mills, Carter Hilly, Tom Robbo disqualified.
Hobbsy's not finished yet.
Hobbsy's in heavy rain.
Who said one-shot qualies weren't fun? That was the best minute of my life.
I don't know what happened.
That was superb. J-Mill's in the top 4. Greg's Game Centre gets a top 10. Amazing. That's a run through. Samad was in a league of his own, wasn't he? 7 temps up than anybody else.
Over mediums.
Jay Will starting on the front row.
I think we might have to give 23 seconds down was Hobbsy. I think we may have to put some secret rules in for Samad if he's going to be that quick. We don't want people running away
Jay
with
Wills
it.
on the front row with Samad.
Jay Wills is on the front row in a Renault.
Hey, just saying something on here, just putting out there. I got a few Edge Racing boys in that top 6. Just putting out there. Yeah. Wills, Jay, Alfie, Whitey, the boys.
Wizard
Game Centre and Brewer in the top 10.
Wizard getting a P7 on the medium.
And you look at the bottom, and you've got bit of a voice break. They're doing a Ryan Mills up at the bottom. And you've got Kulan's Carter, Hilly, and Robbo.
I mean, Kez, look at their times. 5 seconds, Mainello. Mainello's P8. Come on, the boy.
Who said one-shot qualies weren't fun? We had a great 2 minutes there.
Should we do a one-shot quality season? Hello, Chris Banner. Thank you, Carter. Thank you, Rowan. Intense commentary? No, it's just a bit of fun. Wait till ED1 starts.
When we're in Belgium.
And ED1. Oh yeah, wait till we're Rouge
When
on my first lap.
we're in Belgium on Rouge in 2 weeks' time, you'll see intense commentary.
Here comes Jacko again, up on Rouge, Sebastian
We had a
Vettel.
laugh in Belgium, haven't we, before as well? Do you remember that Stan?
Stammer man!
PSF1.
Yeah, Stammer man. So we do have a formation lap, so the drivers can warm their tyres up and do what they need to do. Someone read it up very quickly, so people rushing
Someone's eager.
this evening. I'm going to make a quick orange chase.
Jake Lawler puts in the chat, Josh is out qualified me, RIP. That time Swan got the gloves, Jake, that might be your F1 career done, mate.
Yeah, I haven't got the wheel, mate.
He's out qualified everyone bar one. He's on the front row, J Mills, in the Renault. What a moment.
So, the formation lap.
I think people might have forgot it's a formation lap.
Is underway. I didn't have a red light on my screen.
Ooh. Obviously, Samad qualified on the mediums, which is pretty scary, really. That he's 7 attempts up on mediums. That's pretty scary.
That is
when
pretty scary.
J Bulls, Jake Lawler, Alfie, Wizzy, Whitey, all on softs. Wizard, the only other driver in the top 10 that qualified on the medium compound. Then you've got Kit and Petter, Hobbsy, Ryan Mills, and the man right at the back, Tom Robbo. That I'm guessing had that bit of an incident at turn 2. Went off pretty early in the one-shot qualifying and was out first. He's on the medium. Other than that, it's a pretty much soft lockout.
Yeah, so in
this race, you got an interesting one, haven't you? Very interesting lineup on the grid.
Yeah, in one-shot qualifying, I'm guessing you can put whatever tyre you want, and if you still finish outside the top 10, you can pick whatever you want. So we got Samad, Jay Wills on the front row. We got Jay Lawler and Alfie on the second row. We got Wizzy, Whitey, third row, Wizard, Minella on the fourth, Brewer and Greg on the fifth row, Kit and Petter, Tichy, 6th row, Muzzer, Hobbsy, 7th row, Jacko Mills, 8th row, Cartelli, 9th, and we've got Tom Robbo, who was first in practice, I believe. Was it first? Yeah, it was first. Or was it third? Was it first? I got a picture somewhere, I'll check in a second. Tom Robbo at the back by himself. Let's see if he can make his way through. 17 laps of Spain, should probably take about 25 minutes. Safety car is on, so if there are any incidents, it will be there. A one-stop pick strategy. I don't know what the tyre is like on 25%, but you must make a mandatory pit stop. The race leader coming around the final corner to set the grid.
A front row that has J Rolls on it. I can't believe what I'm seeing. F1 can literally toss up any.
Sorry, guys. Come on. Sorry.
Oh no, mate!
I was hiccuping.
I'm lost for words.
I was drinking. I was hiccuping.
What I'm seeing. But there you go. J Rolls on the front row there, followed by Jake, Alfie, and Wizzy. Let's get on board with Tom Robbo, who completes the grid. Probably not expecting to see this man at night each, but one-shot points. One-shot points can be a bit of a pain, can't they, for anybody? And clearly, Tom felt the effects of that. He lines up last in the AlphaTauri, and we are ready for some racing.
So, position changes on screen. J Wills and Alfie in the top 4. 17 laps of Circuit de Catalunya. And let's find out what's going to occur. It's a pre-season evaluation test. Anything can happen. Let's provide some entertainment. Lights out and away we go. Jay Lawler has stalled on the grid.
Oh my word, it's a massive crash at
It's a safety car.
Oh my god. Wow. That's one of the biggest crashes I've ever seen in F1. No word of a lie, that is incredible. Oh my god. And there's penalties for practically half the grid. What has happened there then? Wow.
Eh? Eh?
I don't know what's happened there, but that is genuinely the biggest crash I've ever commentated on, ever. Ever, period, ever. And there's what, 1, 2, 3, there's 11 drivers with penalties.
The safety car is past Kit and Petter, and we're on lap 1. What happened? I know Jake stalled on the grid.
There was a Mercedes that, I don't know if it was Brewer or Hobbs, it didn't move off the grid. And it just caused absolute chaos. No word of a lie, there was about an 8-9 car pile up at the back of the grid. I think everyone from J Law downwards didn't get away. You can see now, there's 4 seconds separating Jake Law from the next car. And pretty much everyone from 7th downwards, other than Mills and Tom, will have a penalty. Who said practice nights out before night? What has gone on there?
I've never ever seen anything like that. And also, it's not just 5-second pens that have been given out, 10 seconds pens.
Let's try and compare ourselves and look at the pit stops. I think there might be a few here to get rid of these pens for a start. Wizzy in the pits, Jake Law in the pits, Wizard in the pits, Jacko in the pits, Hilly in the pits. And Jay Luke says, "What a disaster!" You're not wrong. That was.
What happened? I didn't see. Was you was probably looking at the back, but I didn't see.
If you want to see what happened, watch my stream.
Yeah,
no
I'll look
lie,
now.
probably about an 8 to 10 car pile-up. We've got pit stops for practically everyone from 4th
But
downwards.
why though? Like I've never ever seen
Ryan
anything
Mills
like
on the
that.
mediums didn't get involved, and he's up to 5th.
Look how many's in the pit. There's only 5 in
Everyone
the
apart
safety
from the
car.
top 6 that aren't in the pits. You've got Tom Robbo and Ryan Mills who are at the back, now in the top 6 due to pit stops.
Here we go.
This is
So
incredible.
I'm just looking at your stream now, Kez.
Watch it. It's unbelievable,
So here we
mate.
go. Then. Here we go.
Unbelievable.
So the last car lines up. The 5 lights glitch goes out.
Wow.
All the cars are lined up. Then
Incredible.
the lights
No
go
gonna lie,
out.
half the grid crash. Half the grid, easy. It's incredible.
What view have you got here? Oh my!
Great view.
Oh my! Oh, I didn't know it was that bad. Oh my god!
It's the biggest crash I've ever seen in
Oh
F1.
my god!
Ever.
What happened? Mate! What?
Do you know what, I was going to say something. I'm glad that's not illegal because we'd be there all night doing incidents.
What happened? Right, everyone, I'm
Anyway,
just gonna tag Hedge's stream. Yeah, I'm just
Subscribe
gonna.
while you're there,
I'm
please.
just gonna. Okay, let's not do that. No, I'm joking. There's the stream. If you go back, I believe it's about 4 minutes. You can see the
4
madness.
minutes? Oh, so you go back 4 minutes, yeah, I'm with you. So it'll be about what minute will it be on the stream?
I don't know exactly. It won't tell me like.
Is a
Twitch,
pit stop for Samana. It's a strange time to pit for the race league because he's going to be right at the back now. Jay Wills is actually going to be doing the safety car restart. This is getting more ridiculous as it goes on. Jay Wills is leading the race. Alfie second, Whitey third. We've got a Hedge racing top 4. Love to see that, boys. Red out and ass. They're absolutely dominating here.
Let me check
Tom
your
Robbo, Jay Wizzy.
DMs.
This
I
is just
sent you a
ridiculous.
screenshot. Oh, what? Can I tag a screenshot in my YouTube chat? Can people open
Wow.
that? Let me try and copy that into a Google page. Yeah, you can. You can. So you can copy that link I've sent in onto a Google, and you can see the state of that.
That was just incredible.
I was like doing a typical lights out. Then I saw Jake Starr and I just hear Head just scream. I was like, eh?
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't not. I couldn't believe what I
No,
was
of
seeing.
course.
We've done a ridiculous amount of commentaries together.
There's a safety
and never
car.
seen anything like
There's a
that.
safety car before safety car line 1.
That's what I'm saying. You're going to put in perspective, we've done so many commentaries together, ridiculous amount of commentaries together, and the chances of an incident before we even get to turn 1 is rare. To see nearly half the group crash into each other, before some cars have even got away, the safety car's gone before some people had even set off.
Wait, the safety car came out in front of
Kitten
Kittenpetter.
Let's just try and compose ourselves a little bit. We've got a race going on here, and we've got Jay Wills on the safety car restart.
And it's in.
And it is in this lap. Jay Wills leads, Alfie, Whitey and Ryan Mills complete the top 4. Jake Lawler, as well as a lot of others to be fair, pretty much everyone onto the hards, going for the long stint. Wizard onto the softs, going for a 2-stop strategy, and Mills, Whitey, Alfie, Tom, and of course the race leader, Jay Wills. You got that right, yes, Jay Wills is the race leader on the old softs. It is in this lap, and it's a very slow restart from Manu. To be fair, I don't think he's used to doing safety car restarts.
Well, he's got to minimise that slipstream down the straight, so he's got to get away early, and he has gone away, and he's got a good gap as well. So, for the proper time this time, technically, lights on, away we go. Jay Wills is leading ahead of Alfie. Wouldn't have thought I was saying that, ahead of his teammate tonight, Whitey. And Jay Wizzy's got past Tom Robbo, and so has Jay Lawler. So Tom Robbo had a stinker of an exit out of the final corner. Hilly Wizard top 10, Hobbsy and Samad making their way down, turns 1 and 2. It is clean this time, and Wizard. Wizard has got ahead of Hilly out of turn 2, and Tom Robbo under pressure from Jay Lawler in the Red Bull on the hard tyre. Tom Robbo stays ahead. Jay Wizzy behind Mills, Whitey behind Alfie, and Jay Will still leading.
Yeah, Jay Lawler nearly getting it. Oh, and Jay Lawler and Tom Robbo and Jacko's there as well! And there's a right end plate damage to the Red Bull of Jacko. An incident with Jay Lawler, with Jacko, and with Tom Robbo as well. And Wizard now putting Jacko under pressure. Jacko Lawler just pitted for mediums. He's now got right end plate damage, and each race is probably a game, set, and match for the Red Bull driver. Hilly goes wide as well, but it's a penalty and damage for Jacko. Jay Wizzy gets past Ryan Mills into the top 4.
We work through the third sector. Damage was seen on the stream. Tom Robbo has got past Jake Lawler, but I think I saw an Alfie Towery end plate go as well. Yeah, that's Tom Robbo struggling. And now Wizard is closing on Jay Lawler as we enter the final set of corners. Wizard, of course, aggressive on both soft tyres, and Jay Wills setting an 18.6, Jay Wizzy 18.5. And Alfie has passed Jay Wills, and Jay Wills is going for the switcheroo. There's contact, and Jay Wills has been spun by not directly by Alfie, but 2 cars into one don't go, and the leader of the race has been overtaken, and he's now back at the end of the grid.
He may be last. He may come back out. Oh, it's on Hilly as well! Voice break for me, but Hilly's on the track! What is going on here? The Williams of Hilly has gone off the track. He's not out. He nearly come back on into people. This is a ridiculous race. For all the right reasons, really. It's amazing, but Hilly towards the back. Jay Mills has gone from 1st to 16th in less than 30 seconds. The penalty for Tichy for enduring the yellow flag. Alfie and Whitey, the top 2. It's a hard stay out so far in Spain, but a penalty now for Whitey. He was under pressure from Jay Wizzy as well. Jay Wizzy on the inside of Whitey, make contact.
Jake's off at turn 9. I don't know if he's damaged. We'll check Wizard down the inside of Tom Robbo out of turn 10. And Wizard has done very well on the softs, and Tom Robbo trying to control that oversteer that he had and did so well. Cool Hans Carter is now P7 ahead of Jay Lawler. Samad has dropped to 9th, of course, due to that pit stop. We'll look out for moves from him. We on to lap 6 of 17. DRS is now enabled. The 2 Haas drivers leave the Grand Prix, but they do have a pit stop due, and Whitey has a penalty, and Jay Wizzy is catching them. Also, Muzzer is ahead of Jacko because he's entered the pits.
Yeah, Jacko in the pits, as is Jay Bulls. What a nightmare for Jay Bulls. It was all looking so pretty and rosy for him, but an incident with Alfie going into turn 1 means he leaves the Grand Prix. He's now right at the back.
Jay Lawler's, oh, sorry, he was just about to go around the outside.
Look at the train. Look at the train from everyone from Ryan Mills has got one of the biggest F1 trains you'll ever see. Look at the state of that. Wizard, Carter, Robbo, Samad. And speaking of Samad, he's wheel to wheel with Robbo. This contact, and they still push each other down. That gives Jake Lawler an opportunity as well. This is ridiculous. Robbo 7th, Samad 8th, Jay Lawler 9th, Hobbsy and Muzzer not too far behind him. Hobbsy goes on the gravel. That gives Muzzer a chance on the Ferrari driver gets past the Mercedes driver. Hobbsy out for the top 10. He's coming back. Hobbsy and Hobbsy's gone off onto the gravel. What is going on here? There's a penalty for Jay Lawler, and Hobbsy's race is pretty much done.
Samad has surpassed Tom Robbo. That damage is starting to hurt him, and Jay Lawler's behind him too. Hobbsy tried to go around the outside of turn 9. Now Greg has passed Hobbsy into P13 in the racing point behind his American racing point counterparts. Jay Lawler oversteering out of the final corner.
On the straight for P2, Jay Wizzy got DRS on Whitey. He gets past him, and it's the Alpha Tower into P2, but Whitey come back into turn 1, can't really do much about it, and Jay Wizzy now on the hunt for Alpha on the 4-lap old medium. This is the most incredible race you'll ever see. Ryan Mills 4th, yet to pit. Cool Carter 5th, Wizard 6th, Samad 7th, Robbo and Jay Lawler with penalties making up the top 10. Is Muzzer, who is 10th at the moment. Hobbsy into the pits, I'd imagine. He's not into the pits actually, he stays out, but he's got damage and he's under pressure from Greg.
So Wizard is still ahead of Samad behind
Jay Lawler and Tom Robbo. Jay Lawler and Tom Robbo wheel to wheel. And there's contact from them as well. And they're still not leaving each other, and it's like, oh, and Tom Robbo's gone very, very wide, and Muzzer's now in the mix as well. Where'd you go with this race? This is absolutely incredible racing.
Oh, Tom Robbo has absolutely smashed it at turn 7.
Oh my God.
I've never seen a car smash into that wall with that much power and G-force. And it is another safety car!
This is amazing! Oh my...
So this means the soft joint...
Interestingly as well, Alfie's gone wide and Whitey's gone past him just as the safety car comes out, and Alfie can't pit now because his teammate's pitted. Oh, it's a mess for Alfie. And he's going to stay out as he's as he's whizzing.
He could have pitted, he would have just lost 6 or 7 positions.
Yeah,
now he's going to lose more.
There's pit stops all around now.
Oh my God.
And Ryan Mills in the top 2.
Softs? Wizzy's gone softs? Can you do 9 laps to the end?
And Jay Mills, who we said was out of the race, might just have a chance here to get back into it. He's on fresh mediums, And quite a lot of the drivers in front of him are pitting. He needs to try and make up ground. He probably isn't going to do it in time, actually. He may make up a couple of positions, but not enough. Alfie
really
and Mills yet to pit.
well.
Carter yet to pit as well. Samad on the the 4-lap old hards. Wizzy, Whitey, Wizard, J Lawler, Muzzer, Kitten, Titchit and Hobbsy all on fresh tyres over that soft or mediums. Let's come up for air after the most incredible 8 laps of race. This is only a pace test, by the way. This isn't even a real league race. So these drivers are battling it out like it's for points. It's incredible.
Imagine doing 66 laps instead of 17 here. Yeah, let's recoup. We're about halfway through the Grand Prix once this lap is done. We've lost one driver heavily.
I've only lost one after that incident on the start. Only one got out.
I sent
oh, wow.
I've sent a screenshot. I'll send it in the cause stuff after of that race start. And then Tom Roberts smashes the car. It was definitely another safety car. 2 safety cars. 8 laps. Most people have done them.
3 seconds now in it for Samad, Whitey and J-Law. There's a 5-second penalty for Manello, which I'm surprised he didn't do in the pits.
So a safety car will be doing one more lap. J Wills has been given a corner cut penalty.
Sloppy that.
Corner cut penalty.
And Alfie's into the pits. Ryan Mills is going to stay out, and it's Ryan Mills now going to be the safety car leader without J Wills doesn't have Ryan Mills.
He has to pit later. Yeah, of course he'll want to pull away. But
so now J Wills and Ryan Mills both in safety cars.
Let's hold on here because J Wills started the restart, went a lap, and went wheel to wheel with a Haas and came off second best. So Mills has got Carter behind him, Samad behind him, Jay Wizzy behind him. 3 of the top dogs in practice. Mills is going to have a very fun time.
He's now down to 17th.
But he can't go to the end.
And it's like, it's Greg's Game Centre in the top 7. This is incredible. And he's leading the likes of Jay Lawler and Brewer.
He could take those hards to the end. It just depends how quick Jay Lawler and Muzzer are. Everyone is with the safety car. So the safety car will be in this lap. Then we'll have 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 8 laps
and it's Renault. It's Ryan Mills now doing the safety car. This race is just thrown up absolute curveballs for fun. Ryan Mills, Kulan's Carter, Samad, J Wizzy and Whitey making up the top 5. Whitey, to be fair, got the good end of the deal with a Haas there, didn't he? He pitted. He's 5th. His teammate Alfie was leading at one point, had the incident with J Wills. Now down in 17th. We've got fresh softs, we've got fresh mediums, we've got old mediums, we've got old softs, we've got old hards, we've got everything you can imagine here. I'm wrong, we're just halfway through. This has been the most incredible pace set. Please, if you can hear me, show me a better pace test than this ever. You will not see a better pace test ever than this. The safety car's in this lap limit, on to lap 10, and it's Ryan Mills on 8-lap old mediums, going to get us underway. Watch him pit now. It's something Ryan Mills would do that on it. It's literally something he did.
Yeah, I did put in the Discord, we will promise you entertainment. Oh. I never lie. Here we go then. It's time for the 50% other part of the 25% race here in Spain. If you're not good with maths, I do apologise. Bern Maylander has a little bit to go. Mills has been keeping up a pretty good pace here, so he might get overtaken with the slipstream, but everyone has full battery and a little bit of fuel to play with. The safety car still isn't in yet. That's why Mills is slowing down. There you go. He go on full power. Ryan Mills, for the first time ever, leads a safety car restart ahead of Cool Hans Carter, ahead of Samad, who's looking to get slipstream on the Alfa Male. Jay Wizzy, Whitey behind as we all head through. Kez try and keep on tabs. Cool Hans Carter is under pressure from Samad here, but stays ahead of the Williams using the mediums. Ryan Mills out of turn 3, still leads the pack.
Yeah, JLR trying his best to get past Greg's Game Centre, but Greg's having absolutely none of it on them hards. He's loving it, Greg. And here comes Muzzer as well, who's looking to get past Greg and Jake. He gets past Jake, but Greg's Game Centre remains 7th for now.
Jay Wizzy is ahead of Samad with a good move on those new soft tyres. Wizard is on brand new softs. We'll keep an eye on him. Little bit of a connection issue. Whitey, J Lawler, Muzzer, and then Greg Game Centre in the racing point P9 with J Wills behind.
Ryan Mills still leads. He's a 10th ahead of It was a penalty for Jacko. Ryan Mills, to be fair to him, on them old mediums, and to be fair, Soul's Kulan's Carter leads, but Carter on the inside of Ryan Mills, and it's the Canadian, I think he's Canadian anyway, who leads the Grand Prix, but here comes Jay Wizzy, he's damage for Jay Wizzy, the Alpha Tauri. Wizard's also gone very well with his connection's absolutely awful, by the way. He's lagging everywhere, but there's damage for Jay Wizzy, I believe. Yeah, right end plate for Jay Wizzy on the fresh softs as well. That could kill him, that. And it may be a pit stop. Carter gets a pen. There's drama upon drama. No one's pitting here though. Ryan Mills still yet to pit on the old medium. Sorry, not old hards. Old
This
mediums.
may have been why we had a discussion not to do Spain, but it's brilliant at the moment. Whitey and Jay Lawler going wheel to wheel. You'd expect for Red Bull to make a move down on the inside. Yes, he does. Textbook Jay Wizzy damage. Wizard is now 4th place behind Mills. Wizard on the new soft tyres, and he might have a good traction to have a go at Mills into turn 4, and if not, round to turn 5. Not at the moment.
Muzzer on Whitey, let me Muzzer on Whitey. Muzzer on the inside of White. That's a superb move from the Ferrari driver. He made that look easy on the Haas driver. Muzzer into the top 7, and he's not too far behind Jake as well.
The two Mercedes going wheel to wheel. Hobbsy has now passed Brewer, who's lost a place to Tichy as well, who's also lost a place to Hilly. Brewer 3 places 1 corner, and he's lost 4 places in 1 corner because Alfie has now passed him. So Brewer struggling on those hards.
I think Brewer's out with me. He's got an X on his name. I think he's disconnected. So was Manella. That's why they're going really slow. Both of them.
That might make sense. The Mills train.
Greg James in that Piffins though, isn't he? He's lost out to Jacko. And he's now untrusted from obviously Greg James that started on 7. Was it P7 after safety car? I think it was. He's down to 12. He's struggling in the old hards, he's Greg, but there's penalties all around really. Carter and Salmon on penalties. Ryan Mills now in the pits. Ted Leopold medium. Where will he come out? Probably right at the back. We will see. Here
comes Samad for the race lead on that 12 of 17. Williams versus Alfa Romeo will go on board with Samad. Is he going to dive down the inside? Brakes super late. Controls it well. Carter gives him a room. Can Carter now go try and go around the outside or even the inside? But Samad does well to defend it off. Wizard is now ahead of Jay Wizard because Mills has taken a pit stop.
He has indeed. The gap's starting to open up a little bit now. He's settled down. Here comes Greg's Game Centre, who's trying to chase down Obviously, but he's struggling. To be fair, 9-lap old hards now for Greg, and he's losing a lot of time, bless him, on them hards. He dropped out of the top 10. There's a bit of a lock-up for Kit and Petter, but to be fair, no one's even near him. The gaps have opened up quite dramatically. Ryan Mills comes out on the fresh softs in P17. Looks like his chances of a podium are long gone now. 5 laps to go. Jay Lawler in 5th. He's got DRS.
He's also
on
got
the
a penalty.
Alpha Tauri of Jay Wizzy. He has got a penalty. You're right. I didn't even notice that as he helps down Jay Wizzy. He's one of many drivers that have got penalties here. But at the moment, it's Samad on the old hards that leads the Grand Prix.
Oh, what have I done there? Oh, there we go. So Tichy is passed into P12. Greg has got the Williams and a Haas behind him. Samad is ahead of Carter, and a couple of penalties will affect the race results at the end. Here's Jay Lawler's attempt to get past Wizzy, who is really struggling with that damage, but somehow is utilising that battery that he's got and has got DRS as well. Carter has surpassed Samad at the front of the grid into turn number 1, so these two having a DRS swap per lap, and Jay Lawler's still behind Jay Wizzy. Can he go round the outside of turn number 3? Is he going to try? He's going to get very close to the rear of Jay Wizzy. Stays behind. Good defence.
Yeah, very good defence for Jay Wizzy. He went defensive on the long run down to turn 1 and he keeps defending very well. Jay Lawler's not giving up. They've got a yellow flag and it's Greg who's retired from the session, and it has involved Alfie because Alfie's gone off as well. Is that going to be a safety car? Probably not now. It could have been. It probably isn't going to be now. The Ryan Mills got past that. I'm not sure what happened there, but Greg's Game Centre's night is unfortunately over. Ryan Mills gets past the AI of Manello into P14, but Greg's race is over. Was he damage for Alfie? He was, so it was looking so promising for Alfie. He led the race and now he's down to 16th.
Jake was trying to go around the outside of a turn 10. It'll be a lot easier next season with that turn 10 change.
Jacko and Obsy limit. Jacko and Obsy wheel to wheel in the battle for P10. Jacko, to be fair, gone away well and gone away from the Mercedes, but could Obsy get DRS on the long straight? We'll keep an eye on that one in a moment.
I'm expecting a Jay Lawler overtake. He's going to get it anyway because Jay Wizzy's into the pit, so that moves Muzzer up to 5th, Whitey up to 6th, Jay Wills up to 7th, and so on. Jay Wills recovering well.
He's got a penalty as well for speeding in the pit lane.
After that spin,
he had enough.
Samad has gone into the lead again, so these two swapping every lap. Carter's gone wide.
Jacko, wheel to wheel in turn 1. Jacko's defensive and to be fair does his job for now. Hobbsy will come back though in that battle for P9. Jacko's red light is on, his battery's gone, but so's Hobbsy. 0% for both of them, which is incredible. They did it absolutely everything there, and it's Jacko for now that remains in P9 ahead of Hobbsy.
Yeah, just seen a comment saying you can't technically pace test from this. No, you can't. But you can definitely see the racing etiquette and the things we need to see definitely. The main pace testing comes tomorrow with the full quali and the short quali of Zandvoort and Brazil. But this is also providing entertainment for the cost drivers during the weeks.
You're right about that.
Good
We're
viewers
here,
as well, so thank you to everyone who's tuned in. Lap 14, 17, on to 15, 3 laps of racing to go. God knows how the final result's going to finish. We've had 2 safety cars, we've had the biggest mess of a race start you'll ever see, and we've had Tom Robbo smash into turn 7.
Round the last corner, and his DRS here for Hobbsy. Both of them are quite low battery though, but can Hobbsy push and finally get past the Red Bull driver? His DRS for Hobbsy. It's a long run down for turn 1, but he's not really gaining Jacko's defensive. And to be fair, is it going to be an Hobbsy dive? But he's going to get it, Hobbsy. I think, to be fair to him, he's going to be wheel to wheel. This contact, and Hobbsy gets knocked wide. Bit of a tactical manoeuvre from Jacko there, but once again the red lights are on, and Tichy, to be fair to him, has got battery, he's got soft, and he's not too far away now from both of them.
How did he control that? On the outside view,
again, and Milton's gone now on turn 2. Let's have a look.
Stumble with May now.
Oh dear.
It's a back tire. Is that back tire?
I love how the AI of Manello basically stopped to have a look at him. He like breaks and had a look. He's like, yeah, Milton's gone off. See you later. That was amazing. There's a penalty as well for Hobbsy, who's now in a battle again, which Jacko gets past Jacko, to be fair. Did Jacko let him pass then?
My TV is going to shut down. Jay Lawler and Wizard. Both soft and probably struggling pretty bad. Oh, Jay's gone wide. That could be a warning.
That invites Muzzer, who's got DRS. He's also got DRS on Wizard, but Wizard's got away well. Jay Lawler could be in trouble here from the Ferrari.
Muzzer's going to run out of battery, Kez. He's going to run out now.
So Jake's on low as well.
Oh, is he on low?
Battery as well. He's only on 10% himself, and Muzzer for now above Jake into P4. Jake got penalties on Jay's not right, and Jay Lawler's now took his wing off as well. Everyone's going on turn 2, and that could be a top 10 over for Jake Lawler. What is going on?
Oh, yeah, he's top. Oh, yeah.
Damage, and he's down to P12.
Yeah, that is.
Oh dear me.
You literally said in the practice, Jake has had problems in Spain.
This battle early in P8. Sorry to interrupt, but Jacko, Hobbsy, and Tichy are all together in the battle for P8. This is incredible. Who's got penalties out of the 3 of them? Hobbsy and Jacko, but it favours the McLaren driver at the moment. I do think Hobbsy got damage, or was that earlier? That was early. He's not got damage at the moment. It's another. Who's gone off now? It's Tichy.
No!
I'm saying it's the commentator curse again.
Tichy. Wizard's brother, and there's been an overtake. Someone's had not a big accident, but Kittenpetter has had a moment, and he's lost the place to Whitey, who's performed well.
Oh, Wills! And Jay Mills, who had 7th in the back, has now spun himself. He's come back on the track. Oh, he's let him go.
Samad gonna do a dive bomb again for the race lead into turn 1. No, just behind Carter.
The last lap. Here we
now
go.
Ahead. It is the last lap. Muzzer and Wizard wheel to wheel into turn 1. Wizard does well on the softs. I dread to think what tyre wear those are on. Whitey and Kittenpetter. Whitey stays ahead. Jacko and Hobbsy, you're right.
Again, and Hobbsy dives in late and there's contact, and that brings Hilly into the battle as well for the battle. 17 laps out of 17 for P7. Jacko, Hobbsy, and Hilly. J Lo have a piece of a tyre from the session. The last lap.
Hobbsy on the outside, but he's touching the grass.
What a move from Hobbsy! This is incredible.
What a good move.
So there's a Ferrari come off as well. Oh, it's Muzzer! It's Muzzer in the last lap!
Muzzer?
Oh, no!
Where is he going to come back on the track? Oh, he can't come back on the track. He's got to let people pass. And Muzzer is now 10th.
Well, here comes Kulan's Carter. Let's try and keep an eye on this. This is ridiculous.
So Carter has more penalties, I believe, at the end. But it has been an incredible 20-odd minutes.
Oh,
Carter! He hasn't even reached the line!
I'm so sorry!
Wait!
Oh my God!
Wait, Carter retired before the line! Carter retired before the line! Carter retired before... Oh wait, he still counts. Okay.
Oh my God, no, he doesn't count. He doesn't count.
He don't count. What has gone on? What has gone on at the end of the Spanish Grand Prix? It's like a Mugello before the safety car. Jacko. Wizard takes the win. What?
Oh my god!
Wizard takes the win!
I cannot believe what I'm
Oh my
seeing.
god!
I cannot believe what we've just seen. I'm actually crying.
Wizard has won the Grand Prix after the top two. Carter spun into the race leader, and they both didn't reach the line. Wizard has won the Grand
We've had some
Prix.
lost F1, but that takes it. Oh, the start of the race and the end of the race were the funniest things I've ever seen in my life. And somehow, contest of speed, Wizard.
Do you know what?
Do
you know what?
Can we just clarify something? The man who's won, right? After the last term was third.
Sorry, my decision to do a race tonight has been a fantastic decision. Thank you, Tom. That is absolutely unbelievable. So after 25 minutes and Wizard not leading any of the laps, and after 2 stops, he wins the Grand Prix. So Matt didn't retire.
No, it's opposite come fourth.
He eventually crossed the line. Hilly 18th to 5th, Jacko 15th to 7th, Hobbsy 14th to 1st. The American, who was, by the way, got overtaken by the safety car before turn 1, gets a podium.
This is how messed up the race has been, right? Cullen's Carter was winning after the last corner. He finished 12th.
Now let's be realistic. That will happen because we had 2 mixed tiers and we won't be doing Spain. But if that didn't provide you entertainment, you're all boring.
Oh my god!
Should we do
please,
it again?
If you want to just join now, please go back and watch the start of the race and watch the first lap and the last lap, and I promise you, it is amazing. We've had some laughs on F1. I'm literally in tears. That is the funniest thing I've ever. Obviously, you have to be professional on commentary, but how can you compose yourself when you? I don't know what to say. When you see things like that, please, genuinely, go back and watch lap 1 and watch the final lap. Was it lap 17? Is it 17? Yeah. I think it's 17. Please, just spend a couple of minutes and go and watch them back because
I don't know if I can watch on theatre the race start again. I'm just going to see. I'm just going to wait for it to refresh. Mine's not on at the moment.
Oh my god.
But we'll see. Wizard Sauce was 78%, Kaz.
Mate, I'm getting so many messages. People putting that was incredible. Everyone, I don't think I have it in the theatre, which is a massive shame.
First of all, Thomas, if you are watching, that's a social media clip.
Oh my god.
Right there, I had it all captured. I'm sure Hedge did too, but all captured on the cos. I would like to. I would request Hedge that we can maybe get some of your footage at the start and maybe distribute that.
And at the end as well, I think.
As well, because what I've started doing is going on board with like P4, and then obviously I can see who gets a better race starts. But obviously, something happened tonight. I don't think we're doing a podium interview. But what I am just waiting for is that race is going to pop up.
It's not for me.
Theatre.
It's not for me, unfortunately, which is a shame.
You might get a blue screen. I'm just going to restart the game.